Test. Test 1. Test 2. Alright, everybody. So, I hope this isn't too loud. Yes, unfortunately, I am feeling under the weather at this time. So please be forgiving of the no camera for this laid-back live stream of grinding out some Hogwarts Legacy. Excuse me. I am recovering from being sick, so I cannot stress that enough. So, I hope wherever you are, getting ready for bed, thank you for hanging out. Let's just try to have a little fun. So we are on the quest where I got to deliver the invisibility potions. Now, I just received my broom. That's important to anyone, to let you know where I'm at within the game. Okay. Okay, let me just adjust this. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue with the game. I want to make sure that my audio levels are not too high. I'm still learning a lot of stuff about the gameplay. I was very excited about this game, and I became even more excited when it came out because this game is everything that honestly, Hogwarts Legacy is more than I could have ever imagined. And in a modern day Harry Potter universe video game, it's a lot of fun. There's so many things to do, and I haven't even scratched the surface. That's what really excites me. And yes, I am talking in a very monotone voice because it is late. I'm still not fully recovered. So I'm just trying not to get too worked up, because I realize if I get too excited or if I talk too heavily or quickly, that I may end up having a coughing fit, and neither of us want to hear that. You know, I should just get on my broom and fly, but I really like walking around and looking and collecting things. It's a blast for me personally. Excuse me. You know, the thing too is this game has so much detail. Ton of detail. Now, I do know that this game is coming to Nintendo Switch, I believe, in April. I don't know how that's possible. I wonder... I mean, come on. There's just so many things to do. How is it going to be able to run, like, smooth on a Nintendo Switch with the limited hardware, with a lot of these games these days demand for it? So, just have to wait and find out. Ah, this is relaxing. Let's see, we are pretty close to our destination. Okay. Sorry everyone, I just need to try not to cough into the mic. I am using the standard mic on my Arctic Steel series. Yes, I know it's not the best quality.
Could it be a Merlin trial?
I actually should do one of these. Which one is this?
Incendio.
I may not have the right spell.
Levioso.
Yeah, I don't think I have the right spell for this Merlin trial. So for those of you that do not know, the Merlin trials are the ones that can expand your inventory. That took me a moment to figure that out.
Revelio.
So I'm not... I don't think I have the proper spell for this. Yeah, this is definitely...
Incendio. Accio. Levioso.
Leviosa.
Repulsor.
This is definitely not something I'm ready for, so we will come back to that. Let's focus on the task at hand.
Wonder who lives here.
Always like that.
Madame Luang, I have a delivery from J. Pippin's Potions.
Sent a child to do his work for him, did he? Always cutting corners and taking the easy way out. Did he have you brew them for him as well? Doesn't matter. You could probably do it better than he can anyway.
Why do you keep ordering from him if you think the quality to be inferior?
It would seem I have more and more customers who are trying to stay out of sight. I'm not one to judge. You can simply imagine the stress I'm under to deliver quality products. Unlike some vendors, I strive to keep my customers satisfied.
Here are the potions you requested.
You think it's so simple? I know Pippin is always trying to cheat his customers. Cutting corners to save some galleons for himself at the expense of quality. You'll not be getting a canut out of me until you prove the potion works. Drink it.
Seems simple enough. I'll do it.
I should think so.
It seems to have worked.
Well, I suppose that will do.
If the demand for potions is as high as you say, have you considered being easier to work with? Perhaps combining your recipes and skills?
Not a chance. That ne'er-do-well had his shop handed to him. The rest of us had to make our own way. I'll not give him the benefit of my hard work and gumption. If he fails on his own, so be it.
You mentioned that more and more customers are trying to stay out of sight. Why?
Well, I can't speak for all of them, but certainly my Ashwinder customers have their reasons. If I were you, I'd forget I heard that.
Very well. I shall let Mr. Pippin know I delivered the potions as requested.
You do that.
What do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Let's go ahead and fly. We got 1900. Let's go. Must be a photo mode. It feels amazing. Being able to fly on a broom in a game. We have come so far since the PlayStation 2 and the original Xbox and the early PC gaming days. Come a long ways, everyone. I still love those poorly made Harry Potter games from the early 2000s. They were just amazing at the time.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
I delivered the potions to Fatima Lawang.
Very good. And did she cause you any trouble?
I can see why you didn't want to go. She was quite cantankerous.
I do truly appreciate your help. And at least it's done with.
Delivering those potions was a bit more work than I'd expected. I'd like an additional fee.
I suppose that's business for you. Very well, I shall increase your pay, but I'm not at all pleased about it.
Best of luck with your potions, Mr. Pippin.
Do take care.
Oh yeah, 500. Making that money. Check, check. All right. Let's go ahead and see what quest we have next. Okay, so I do know that if you work with the student Sebastian from Slytherin and you do his side quests for the Defense Against the Dark Arts, you will learn all of the Dark Wizard spells, but they are not included in the main story. And I don't know how much the Dark Wizard spells impact the main storyline when you work with Sebastian. I'm not sure on that. I think we are going to be doing the Professor Weasley. So let's go ahead and move forward with this main quest.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Professor Weasley?
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away. Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness! My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Revelio. How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. I hope that house elf can find us in there.
Revelio.
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed. You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from Tomes and Scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as Moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class. Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Can you tell me a bit more about Deke?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deke has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deke tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room. I've more to teach you about transfiguration, if you have a moment.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor? Good work. Shall we move on?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell. Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it. Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Try aiming at the floor or at that balcony whilst using the altering spell. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me. An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
Yo, PNW224. What's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. Just got a little sucked in with some decorating. Just learned how to... I guess this is making your own base. So I kind of got absorbed in that, but what's going on, man? How you been? Thanks for stopping by. I know you haven't been here from the beginning, but I'm just getting over a sickness, so if I sound monotone or sound drained, I'm probably 7 days into being sick. So I'm just taking it easy. But what's up? What's new, man? I'm gonna brew some more potions. There we go. 6 potions, put me at 7. Hey, I hope work's been going good. Business is going good for you. You been having any time to do anything else? Just been working a lot, saving those stacks. Been playing any games lately at all? When you get a chance, is there a game you've been going to when you have a few minutes at a time? P&W. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. I'm about 9 hours in. Well, no, I'm probably 10 hours into the game. I did a lot of side quest things in this game. So I'm really still very early in the main quest. Oh yeah, American Truck Simulator. You know, a game that I wanted to buy, I don't have extra money, but one day I will soon. It came to PlayStation. I know it's been on PC for a long while, but the PlayStation has a power washing simulator. And I guess you can go 2 players. The power washing simulator looks so relaxing. I've been trying to convince my father-in-law to play American Truck Simulator with me. He seems interested, believe it or not, my father-in-law. So that would be funny if I can get him to play that with me. Alright, I'm gonna brew this last flower. And then let's go ahead and go to the botanical garden. And let's get some more leaves. And then let's go on to another side quest. There are so many simulator games nowadays. LOL, do you enjoy American Truck Simulator? Yeah, I do. I really do. I just... Excuse me. I haven't been able to get on it. It's so much easier for me to sit down and plop on the couch and play some PlayStation, and whereas the PC, I gotta uncover my monitor, I gotta uncover my desktop, I gotta move my chair, you know, a bunch of first world problems. But I might play it again soon. Like I said, I know you can get like 6 people, right? You can get 6 people to play American Truck Simulator at once. I'm telling you, chat, I am going to get my father-in-law to play American Truck Simulator with me. Would that not be hilarious? Hello, Mayo, yeah. Oh, you think it's 8? Wow. That's quite a bit. Sorry, chat, if I keep coughing. It's a nasty bug. Mrs. Mello had a birthday about a week and a half ago. We went into New York City and we went to Madison Square Garden went to a comedy show. You know, we ate at a hole-in-the-wall Italian place, and I ended up getting a bug, getting sick. Not even 3 to 4 days after we came back home and went back on with our lives. You know, because you're in the subway, you're sitting close to people for long periods of time. Sat close to Madison Square Garden with people. Who knows where I got it from. So this game, P&W, is a lot of fun, man. I don't know if you're into, like, Harry Potter at all. This is, I will admit to chat, Harry Potter is one of my guilty pleasures. Something that I really liked being younger, but I never told anybody, because it wasn't cool. All the weird kids were into Harry Potter, and I didn't want to be like those kids, so. But when I watched the movie, I loved it. I loved it. Alright, let's go to... Where's it at? Greenhouses. This is where we're gonna go. This game is massive. I just... Not even 30 minutes ago, I received my broom. Yeah, we're just having a chill, relaxed. I figured YouTube would be my relaxed, laid-back streams. I'm in the wrong greenhouse. So yeah, I'm about 10 hours in, maybe 11 hours into the game, but I didn't really do a lot of the main quest. I was just collecting a lot of stuff. Okay, here's my plant. So this plant is to help create potions for healing, like your health. So now, and once again, chat, I'm using my headset mic, my Arctic Steel Series, so if my voice doesn't sound very good, that is the reason. I've never seen a full Harry Potter movie, although I've always wanted to. Only recently just watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Oh, PNW. Man. I actually binge watched the original 3 Lord of the Rings probably for the 6th time of my life. Probably did it last year around, I think it was around March last year. I spent like a weekend, I watched all 3 movies. Lord of the Rings is just one of those movies that you can just put on in the background if you want to watch something fantasy-esque and you just want to chill. Lord of the Rings is one of the best films to have on. Now, PNW, my question for you. Did you watch the theatrical release or did you watch the extended release of each Lord of the Rings movies? And did you watch the first 3 or did you watch all 6 of them with the newer ones? You watch the extended versions? Yeah, I know, man. They're so good. I will admit something. I have not watched the Amazon Lord of the Rings, and I don't think I'm ever going to watch them. Maybe one day. Maybe that's a little too dramatic. But I truly don't have any intention on watching the Lord of the Rings on Amazon Prime. I think I'm going to stick to the original 3. Those original 3, my favorite Lord of the Rings film is the extended The Two Towers. The best one for me. The Two Towers is so good. Now, the Harry Potter ones are really good. They're like the first 3 Harry Potters are my favorite. I haven't watched the last 2 Harry Potter movies, I don't have a good memory of the last two, because there's part 1 and then part 2 of the last movie. And I do not have a good memory of those last two. But I will say the first, second, and third, in my opinion, just some of the best Harry Potter films. Let's see. So, if anyone's wondering in chat why I say that I'm early in the gameplay of Hogwarts Legacy, but my level is like level 18, it's because in the beginning of the first 2 hours of the game, they gave you challenges to collect these pages around town and not in the castle. And I hyper-focused on getting all of the paperwork, and it levels you up very quickly. So if you play this game and you're the first 2 hours, if you collect all of the challenges, like the side quests, it'll level you up quickly. That's why I'm level 18, but I just got my broom and just got my own room that I can brew potions in. So that's still early gameplay. Harry Potter is on HBO, so I'm going to have to give it a watch. I'm telling you, man. So listen, P&W. I don't know if the very first one may grab you, but I guarantee you, just because they're such kids in the first one, but I guarantee you if you can watch the first Harry Potter and then make it through that one, then get to the second one, you'll be like, okay, now I see what's going on. Just food for thought, because a lot of people get scared away from the first one, because if you watch it and you're older and you're like, this is like a kid movie. Well, it was. You know what I mean? Like early 2000s. I'll never forget how crazy it was in school when the Harry Potter movie came out. Yeah, that makes sense. I only have the first and that's it. Yeah, Mrs. Mello wants to have a Harry Potter marathon probably within the next couple months. She didn't realize that I was a big fan of Harry Potter. Yeah, Lord of the Rings. You know, the Lord of the Rings was a big deal for me too because my parents, they got a Yukon XL. And it was the first time that I was just blown away that there was a little TV in the back, like a screen, in the SUV, and then we had a VHS player in the very back of the SUV. And I watched all three of the Lord of the Rings, piece by piece, just because it was a new experience of watching it in the car, and I'll never forget that. Yeah, a VHS player in an SUV. That's what I'm talking about, with a small screen that flips up in the center of the vehicle in the back. Rolling on dubs. Okay, so this is too expensive. They want me to buy a Thunderbrew potion, but it's 1,000 credits, and I don't have the money for that right now. This is the dark arts, the dark wizard spells. Sebastian. Yeah, I know, man. I may have dated myself by saying that, but yeah. It was like... It was the early 2000s. Not quite 2002 or 2003, and that's when my parents got an SUV and we got a VHS player. I'm telling you, it's crazy to think about that. I spent a lot of time watching that VHS player. I know. Now they don't even have DVDs. Now it's all stream services, right? Now there's no reason to put them in the vehicles. Everyone has their phones. Alright, let's go ahead and do... what's this one? Dang, I'm gonna have to do this one. This is a main quest, I suppose, so maybe if I do this Sebastian one, it won't take me all... Yeah, for real. It won't take me all the way. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's show PNW some dark art. Dark spells, let's see. No. Here we go. So these flames are fast travel points, the green flames.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Over here. Revelio.
So these are just secret maps. This is essentially what I was just talking about, Chad. If you collect these field guide pages in the first couple hours of the game, they're all throughout the castle and the town next to the castle, and they will level up your character really quick, very quickly. There's quite a bit of them. This just gives you a little bit of info on each object you find it nearby. So let's go ahead and go see what Sebastian's going to talk about.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised.
So this is the character in the game, Sebastian. You do a few main quests with him, but essentially if you keep doing quests with him, it's all side quests, and you learn the dark wizard spells from him. Essentially the violent spells.
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the Blasting Curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
It sounds like a dangerous spell.
You sound like Ominous. He frowns upon using forbidden spells. Although he did enjoy learning this one. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
Here we go, chat. Some of the dark beginnings of some violent spells. Now this game just plays out like its own movie. I love it. Even the animations, it looks really good. I hope I'm not the only one that's impressed by how the game looks so far. Confringo.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels a bit farther than that of a spell like Incendio.
So every time you learn a spell, chat, you press the right D-pad or directional pad on the controller. So the right D-pad. Now this will display all the spells that you learned throughout the game. And then on the left side, that's the, what's it called? The hotkeys, I guess you'd want to call them. So, yeah, the graphics aren't bad. Yeah, they're actually really impressive for... A lot of this game has surpassed everything that I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be like a battle pass. I thought it was going to be monetized. I mean, that still may come. I don't know. The shop hasn't opened yet on the main menu for like cosmetics, but so far it's heavily RPG oriented. And there are so many things that you can do in the game so far. I've watched quite a few reviews on it, and for a casual gamer like myself, this is more than enough stuff to do with the limited time that I have, free time, to play a role-playing game. But if you like play games for a living and you're like a hardcore gamer, a game like this may bore you very quickly, unless you are a heavy Harry Potter fan. So this is a fairly new game. Correct. So I spent the extra $10 and I bought the Hogwartslegacy Deluxe version, which gives you a couple of cosmetic items, but it gave you, I think it was 72 hours. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I think it gave you, when you bought the deluxe version, you can play it on the 7th. Yeah, 7910. You can play it on the 7th, and then on the 10th, which is today, you can play the standard game for $69.99. So I spent the extra $10 to get like 3 extra days out of it. So let's go ahead and do our first. Let's see, where's it at? Confringo, long range bolt. Okay. So let me go ahead and swap out the bottom here. Let's try this spell out. So this is supposed to be a violent, like dark wizard spell. Okay. So it's the same thing with a lot of shooter games. You hold the left L2, and then you hold R2, and then as you hold R2, you press X. So if you look in the bottom right corner, you know, they have triangle, square, circle, X, and then, as I mentioned earlier, you press the right D-pad, directional pad, and you can select what hotkeys you want the spell to be on, and that's your fighting system, your combat system. It's pretty simple, pretty easy to get used to. So let's go ahead and do this. Enough talking.
Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it. That's it.
I think I've got it. I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
The blast does heat things up. I see how you lost your eyebrows.
You'll get used to it. Anne, Ominous and I used to practice down here for hours. The Undercroft was our retreat. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
If your sister is unwell, she may not want visitors.
Meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs. Trust me, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too.
Very well. Let me know when and I'll meet you.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me. About the Portkey, and Gringotts, and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
All right. So chat, for those of you that may not know, as the character has said, he can see traces of ancient magic, which is why he came to Hogwarts in the first place. Because, once again, it's not a Harry Potter themed game unless your character is unique and special. Alright, we got a uniform, which is not much. Now, the thing about this game, for those of you that may not know, which is, I mean, who are we kidding? A lot of you know this game probably by now. Essentially, you cannot sell potions. You have to sell cosmetic items to earn money, or you can poach animals. And when you start the game, you only have a very limited inventory, like most role-playing games.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait.
Uh-oh.
You there?
Who's this guy?
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
Trust me, Ominous. I won't say a word. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Oh, I'm so close to leveling up to level 19. I'm telling you, what a snobby kid, I know. Slytherins. Since you remember the first film, it's just like the kid with the slick back blonde hair. Like that type of attitude. Oh, I missed the mail. What's the mail say? I mean, I'm telling you, like, this feels like its own film. I genuinely feel like I'm a character in my own movie, in a Harry Potter movie. It's amazing. Okay, let's see what the letter said. Is this the new one? Oh, Professor Fig. So Professor Fig right here, when you start the game, you create your character, you change the way your character looks, and then you start the game and you're immediately thrown into the story with this guy, Professor Fig. And he's with you for the first 2 hours of the game, and then he disappears, and he still hasn't come back yet. So, 11 hours into the game, I'm waiting to meet him again and talk to see what he says. So, this is probably the first time in 4 hours of the game that he has sent any messages to your character in the game. So let's see what he says. Ah, that kid, lol. And once again, people in chat, I apologize if I don't sound energetic. I'm getting over a sickness. I'm not feeling very well. I may actually need to get up and get another ginger ale. Sugar-free, by the way, to help with my headache. Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unpredictable trip to the Ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine. Okay, so Professor Fig is back in town. Finally. He's been gone for like 4 hours of the game. Okay. Chat, you'll like Professor Fig. Oh, I'm so close to level 19. The menu looks like a lot, trust me. It's not a lot. It looks like it. Don't be deceived. The map chamber. Let's see. So remember, the green flames, chat, that's the fast travel points in the game when there's green dots. So we're gonna fast travel. We're gonna talk to Professor Fig, and while we're doing that, I'm gonna get another ginger ale while he talks to us.
I could test you.
Oh, that would be incredible. If you're sure.
I'll be tested too.
You already know the dates of every goblin rebellion that hasn't even happened yet.
Good to stay in top form.
Then I shall test you both at the same time.
That won't work.
Another thing that I really love about this game, even this room right now, they were so faithful to how some of the classrooms look with the movies. And it's really cool because even in this room, if you've seen enough of the Harry Potter films, you know that it's identical to what's in the films. And that's really cool.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Eldridge Diggory's portrait in the common room told me about his great niece, Helen.
His great niece?
Yes, she used to be an Auror. Well, she took me to Azkaban to meet Anne Thisbe.
You went to Azkaban?
Quite an experience. But, you see, Anne knew Richard Jackdaw before he died, so I had to find his ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
Alright, chat, so Professor Fig, this is for those who may not be familiar. You start the game with him, He disappears for a good chunk of the early game, gets you into the school, leaves, now he's back. Now we are taking him to the bottom of the Hogwarts castle to let him to continue our main quest, which is something about a book to stop the goblins. So now this is an amazing chat, here we go. This is gonna be some sweet cutscene.
To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. Map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
I agree, PNW 100%. This is what really makes the game more than just a game. And PNW, I will remind you, supposedly this holiday, this Christmas 2023, we will be getting a Lord of the Rings Golem video game. And if that Golem video game is a fraction of effort put into the cutscenes that this Hogwarts did for Harry Potter series, I'm all in on that Golem game. So the guy that we're about to talk to in that main painting, he is one of the founders of the Hogwarts school and castle. No way, I hope it's a good game. I would 100% play it. I'm telling you. It was delayed until it was supposed to come out holiday 2022, but it got delayed and now it says holiday 2023. So it may come out before December of this year. But if you look up some gameplay, I think there is some brief footage, but I think it's mainly cutscenes that they're showing because they're not really showing too much of the game. But I cannot wait. And a lot of chat, I'm telling you, it is, no matter what age you are, it is one of the best times right now to be a video gamer. A lot, like, especially if you're into, like, movie franchises, like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. I mean, come on.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
These cutscenes are so good. Oh, chat. Do you know,
it's time
chat?
you learned, Iglesias, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Alright. Go see him at the tower, or maybe do some side quests. Maybe I'll do a few side quests to learn some new spells. The cutscenes in the game are so great. And chat, do you know, I think it's April, there is a Nintendo Switch version of this game coming out in April. I do not know, but I am so curious on what the Nintendo Switch version is going to look like. How will it run? I still have the original Switch, and I was contemplating on upgrading, but I know it's just an OLED screen and a 7-inch display on the new Switch. That's it. By the way, thank you all for hanging out. Just as a casual stream. Once again, I'm not feeling too well, but I want to thank you all for lurking, and would you all, any of you, be so kind, drop a thumbs up on this, and consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. I hope I can get to 50 YouTube followers. I know. 50 is a lot, right? I'll take what I can get, fam. And the thing too is, like, when you watch the cutscenes, especially for the main quest, you just want to keep going. But the side quests are so tempting. Once again, when you collect these pages, the field guide pages in the beginning of the first 2 hours of the game, they will level your character up so quickly. So that's why I'm a high level, and I still haven't done a lot of the early main quest. Everything in this game has a nice touch of detail. Whether it be the paintings talking or moving, whether it be just the layout of the castle itself. Ooh, Summoner's Court. Ooh, we got a match. Even the statues move just like in the movies. So cool. Alright, let's go ahead and main quest. Let's go ahead and do a couple of matches with some other students.
What are you doing out here? Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent, outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class. Summoner's Court isn't just a game. It's a battle of skill. A test of a witch or wizard's mettle. What say?
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant! Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game.
I do like this game. This one's really easy. It's a mini game inside the game.
All in the wrist.
Oh yeah, 50
That
points.
was one for the ages.
Love it. It's like shuffleboard, right? Shuffleboard. I love this mini game.
Nothing to it.
No!
Missed the mark a bit on that one. Come on, Leander. Ugh. Accio. Lucky shot. Wait, did I win? I won!
Oh, that's not cool. No. I'm about to redo this match.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice.
Did you hear that little shot? You could use the practice? Come on, bro.
The ever-changing game. Accio. Try to beat that. I've seen worse. All in the wrist. Didn't think you were a match for me.
He's talking a lot of smack for an NPC. Alright, I'm gonna win this. Wait, why does it say I've...
Don't want.
I thought I made 50 okay. What is happening here? Why am I doing so bad? Alright, we're gonna redo it again. This is not fair. Give me another chance, chat. I promise, and then we'll move on.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Nothing to it. Try to beat that. I'll let you have that one. All in the wrist.
He's got to be cheating, I'm saying. Yeah. What? People are just like popping in and out of the live feed,
on that round.
and they see me doing so bad at this.
I'm going for another round.
All right, well, last time.
Grand.
I promise, last time.
Practice.
I'm usually really good at this, but he's cheating, man. You're right.
Summoner's Court.
He's doing something shady. I don't like what he's doing. He's like knocking my... What was that, 30 points?
Nothing to it.
Okay. I might be able to. Yeah. Let me go over here. Yeah, let's do it this way. Stop it right here. Oh, that made my hands all sweaty. It's a nail biter, chat. Oh!
Try to beat that.
Alright, chat. How am I gonna get that last one? I need to move this.
Not bad. Not bad. My wand slipped.
The dialogue is really good. The fact that the NPC saying stuff like that. Is this the right angle? No, right here. Right here. Right, chat? Yeah. Stop it right now.
Missed the mark a bit on that one. Well done.
I still won! I still won! Yes, listen to the excuses now. Oh, I gotta record that.
Bit of good luck, that's all.
That was... Oh, yay. No, I know. I was like, wait a minute. And then I saw that I was 10 points over, so it was all good. Oh, I thought I jinxed you. I thought I had it in the bag, and the moment that it hit that crate and it bounced off like a rubber ball, I was like, oh no. That's gonna go up on the Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts tomorrow. That's funny. PNW, you were here for that. And all of you chat lurkers, thank you, by the way, everyone, for supporting and just hanging out. I appreciate all of you.
Come now, Leander. There's no need for that.
Fine, you're good. Better than I am, at least. I'll let the others know you're good enough to keep playing.
The others?
I lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale. The others who play Summoner's Court thought that if you couldn't beat me, you wouldn't be enough of a challenge.
Chin up, Leander. Keep practicing and you'll get better.
I suppose you're right. I'll let the others know that your metal's been tested, and that you passed.
Listen to that guy. Alright, I'm gonna check something real quick, chat. The screen might go blue for a moment, but I'm just looking at my media gallery, so hold on. Okay, I'm back. I just wanted to check that recorded video. So wait, so I finished that. So here's a really cool thing, chat. If I hold L1, so I'm holding L1 and I press circle, and you go on the right side of the screen, I can get on my broom. So check this out. Now, with the right joystick, we press up. Some of you may know this Quidditch. This is from the movies. This is where you train. I've only done a few things here. Not a lot. The flying is pretty satisfying. Yeehaw. I'm telling you, especially you, PNW, if you ever feel like you want to play something different, I would, if you watch the Harry Potter movies, I would definitely buy this game if you get the chance. There's just so much to do for a single player role-playing game. It's just a lot of fun. I'm on the second scoreboard. I'm 10 seconds and something slower than the winner, the top. Okay. I'm sure I'll end up looking into it after watching the movies. I'm telling you, this, if I did not watch the movies and be so into the films, I probably would have little to no interest in this game. But the fact that the developers were so faithful to not only some of the book material, not all, but some, but they were mostly faithful to the map and the layout of the castle. That's what really makes me feel like I'm in my own Harry Potter film. I know that sounds ridiculous to some people because of the controversy this game has stirred up, but I don't listen to that because I play games because I want to enjoy them. I don't play them because other people want me to. And I just love it. Okay, so I'm going to have to take the dogs out. Some of you may not be familiar if you're lurking. A lot of the time on my Twitch streams, I have to stop for about 10 minutes. And I got to take my kids, my dog children outside so they can go potty. I got 2 German Shepherd mixes, a male and a female. They actually haven't bothered me. They usually come out here at this time if I'm awake. And they harass me until I take them outside. So let's see. We Professor Fig. I think I'm going to do this one real quick, and then I'm going to try to take the dogs out while I have the time. So let's do this Quidditch. Where's this at? Gotta go all the way over there. Okay. And we're here. Gotta go there. Okay. I am curious though, PNW, how this game is gonna play on Nintendo Switch, since the full game releases today, and then I think in April the Nintendo Switch version comes out. So again, just like you're playing any other FPS game, if I press the left analog stick, if I press it in, like click it in, I'll go fast. Like you're running. Now if I hold L2 while I'm flying, I get a boost speed. That'll be interesting. Definitely. Also, the music, the soundtrack is so good. Actually, I have not been at this place. Oh, this is the station. Oh, wow. This makes me want to watch the first Harry Potter movie. Okay. Oh, there's no one to talk to. It just wants me to pop these balloons. These balloons don't count. Where's the other balloon? There's one more balloon. Where's that? It says pop balloons over Hogsmeade Station. I need to get one more balloon. Where's it at? Aha! Here we go. Popping this last balloon. And there's Hogwarts. It looks so cool. Alright, let's go to the Quidditch field. Pop all those balloons and complete this side quest. This is very relaxing. I hope this is as relaxing to watch chat as it is for me to play right now.
Brilliant.
Nice. Always a pleasure to have you in the chat, P&W. Let's go talk to this teacher.
get on with those tasks?
Madam Kagawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work. Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into the world.
So once again, we press the right directional pad. Then we select our new spell that we just learned. Which is, where's it at? Right here. Glacius. Freeze enemies. So I'm gonna put it... I'm gonna hotkey it to the triangle. Now let's see what it does.
There you go. Catching them quickly. I think it's learned its lesson, but do continue to practice as long as you like. Kinesthesia is a powerful learning tool.
Alright, that was a pretty cool spell. Can't wait to use it. Now, speaking of which, I'm gonna switch back over. I really like Leviosa. There we go. So this is the main quest. Meet Professor Fig. Acquire venomous. Acquire and use magic multiple enemies simultaneously. These are side quests. That's a high level side quest I'm not ready for. Still haven't unlocked the keys yet. Let's just go talk to Mr. Fig. Fast travel out here. Get on the broom and go meet him in the tower. And let's progress the main storyline.
Off on another adventure, are we?
So chat, I have... This is kind of like Assassin's Creed where you have... I have high level gear on. I mean, it's not high level. It's high level enough for me. But you, just like in Assassin's Creed, you can equip... You can hide your appearance. So I'm wearing some goofy looking stuff, but I choose to hide my appearance. And I have just my Hufflepuff school clothes on. Otherwise, if I took it off, you'd see all this weird stuff I'm wearing. Which I need so I can fight higher level enemies. So let's go find Professor Fig.
Rally behind strength and you can't go wrong.
Even the detail with the rain, you can see the raindrops hitting the jacket on my character. That's a nice touch of detail. I don't think that's going to be on the Nintendo Switch version.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
I just equipped the spell he was talking about so we can sneak around.
Quickly now.
Oh, this is the first time that I'll be able to use this. Alright, this will be funny, chat. They fall like tree. It's so funny how they fall. I've seen this in reviews. I have yet to do this, so this will be the first time.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis. Petrificus Totalis. Well done.
Did you see? That was funny.
Revelio.
I mean it. I don't think I should need to either. There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Gotta take out these goblins.
Something here. Ramrock said so.
Reminds me of the PlayStation 3 game Overlord with the goblins. Alright, back to being invisible. Let's take out these other two. Or three.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Oh, too bad. The combat is so satisfying. It's not a joke, the combat. A lot of us, I mean, even me, myself, I was like, how are they going to pull off making the combat feel so satisfying in this game? I don't know how they did it, but they did it.
Revelio.
We got another note here.
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood. Let's get it.
got a little bit of Dark Souls.
Return me to the ground at once. That was meant for me. Exalto. You
Many goblins have always been antagonistic towards wizard kind, but this is different somehow. I'm glad that's over.
Revelio. Can't imagine the goblins know about the trials. They know that something is significant about this place, though.
I'd wager this mess is the fault of time.
It's more than mere coincidence that we encountered Ranrock's loyalists here.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Revelio. Revelio.
Just looking for any highlighted items.
To Sambakar's tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry.
Yes, so... And... in the books and the movies, their spirits are essentially captured in the portraits of themselves. So that is correct. The guy in the portrait, along with, I think it's 3 other characters, were in this like group that wanted to bring peace to the land and help start the Hogwarts school. So, from what I gathered so far in the game, they hid some secrets away, and then, you know, just textbook and evil powers trying to take what they hid and then use the power for evil. So, but yeah, the professor's dead. And what I find really interesting about it, and I didn't know this until I played the game, the portraits can be in different places. So that portrait's in that underground is when we first encountered the professor, it was underneath the Hogwarts school. This guy. It was underneath this school. And now his portrait is in a tower outside the school. But it was made with the same not technology, same spirit as his other portrait was. So he can go from spot to spot if his portrait's in another spot, which is really cool. I'm sure I'm butchering how it actually works, but that's the gist of it, if you know what I mean.
Revelio.
So I'm supposed to get a certain amount of orbs to learn how to lockpick, and I just haven't done it yet, but I should, so I can start unlocking some of these doors. Chat, I may have to take about a 10-minute break. I need to take my dogs out to go potty. Oh, that's a weird light glitch. Now, I will tell you, besides this light right here, I've only had 2 glitches in the game of my 12 hours of gameplay. So within 12 hours, I've had 2 minor glitches. This is one of them. This is the second one with the light. So it rarely happens. Just something to make note of. What is going on here? Oh, a portal. Where is this going?
I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio.
Alright, what are we doing here? Oh, I gotta go down? Oh my goodness, there's a staircase right here, chat.
That must have done something. Best have a look around.
So you can't sell potions, but every cosmetic item you find, you sell them for money, and then later in the game, you can collect animals, and then you can make like 120 coin each per animal. It doesn't matter how big or small they are. Look at that. Is that not the detail in the game? It's just, it looks so good. The way the staircase just shows up, the magic in the game.
All traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
Revelio.
Okay. I have a feeling we're going to be fighting some enemies here soon. Make sure I collect. Alright, here we go.
These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
Oh yeah. That was satisfying. The P&W, what do you think of the combat so far, just from watching it?
Revelio.
These look familiar.
Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
Was it Accio we used before?
Revelio.
That platform looks like it ought to get me where I need to go.
So this is the type of puzzle that's slightly confusing.
I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where?
Confringo!
Oh, you're 45 seconds behind. I did that earlier. Okay.
I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic.
I want to get over here. Am I just supposed to go to the next room? I don't know how to get to the chest. Huh.
Revelio.
There's a chest in the middle of here.
Confringo. Accio.
I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where?
This is another problem with the game sometimes. I mean, you can complete these challenges called Merlin Trials, and if you do like 6 of them or you do 10 of them, you unlock more inventory slots, but that's the only way you can unlock inventory slots. But you also have to unlock certain magic spells to complete, like, essentially, the less inventory slots you have, the less magic spells you need. The more inventory slots you gain over time, the more spells you're going to have to learn to complete those Merlin trials to expand your inventory, if that makes sense. Okay, so my gear, it's full. Can I upgrade any of this? I can sell some of this.
What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine both sides of the archway. Revelio.
Okay, they just can't make it easy.
More statues.
Now that
not making this easy on me.
Was satisfying.
Revelio.
The action in the game is pretty good. It's surprisingly good. And I will admit that I did not think the combat was going to be that great at all. I thought it was going to be more about the story and the puzzles. A lot of the older Harry Potter games in the early 2000s, because of the limited technology, was all about like the puzzles, the story, and the characters. I mean, it's amazing. It's so much fun. I really hope everyone gets a chance to play this. That's why I'm really curious, like I keep saying, what the Nintendo Switch version is going to look like.
Revelio.
Well, what happened here?
Revelio. Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
Oh no.
What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different.
These darn puzzles. Taking up time.
Changes when I move in and out of the archway. I'll never get used to these floors.
Whoa. See, this is another thing in the game. Like, the detail. This is what they do in the movies. But look at this. As I walk forward on it. That is too cool.
Revelio.
Yikes. Here we go, chat. Oh yeah. People are gonna hate me for saying that, but it's kind of like the very lightest level of Dark Souls. Now a lot of people will hate me for saying that and call me stupid, but it has a touch, just a very hint. Oh, that it's cool. It's so satisfying, and as I said before, the further you get into the game and the more spells you unlock, the combat becomes chaotic. I haven't even scratched the surface with how many spells. So these are the list of spells, but you can use stat points to unlock another branch of spells. And not only can you do that, but if I work with that Sebastian kid, the guy who was a brat, his friend in the game, they will unlock another branch of spells that will be more violent, aggressive spells. So there's probably at least a half a page more of spells that I can unlock that aren't even shown right now.
Revelio.
I think what we're gonna do, chat, we're gonna finish this trial, and then I'm gonna wrap up the stream. not sure how much time we have left of this trial, but I'm sure there's going to be a boss at the end of it. Well, wait a minute.
Revelio. Now to see what's changed on each side of this archway.
I had to destroy gear because I have too much of it. And I can't leave here because I'm in a dungeon, so I can't sell it. Wait a minute. What am I doing wrong? This is confusing me. It's so simple.
Things are definitely different on either side of the archway. But how?
Oh, cannot go through there. All right.
What if I stood on one platform and used Accio on the other?
What did I do? I couldn't even see it. It's hidden on the rock.
What if I stood on one platform and used Accio on the other? That ought to work.
Uh-oh. Here comes dog number one. Dog number one. Ready to go potty, Bubba? Yes. Okay. Come here. Let me finish this trial. We'll go outside. Come here. Alright, chat. That's my cue. I think we're almost done with this trial.
Revelio.
Oh, how did I know you were gonna be here? That's a big boy right there. That's a perfect way to end. Ah! This is a big boy. Alright, Chad. Here we go. Oh, I beat it without no health. I had no health.
What a relief.
Oh, I had to pull out everything I had. That was very... Woo! Thank you all. I'm so glad you all were here to watch that. That was intense. That is the biggest boss I've had played so far in the game in my 12 hours. That was intense. Wow, my dogs are being so good. They're laying in front of on the floor waiting. All right, let's wrap this up.
Another pensive.
Once again, thank you all. Thank you all the lurkers. Thank you for just keeping me up on your screens. I really appreciate the support.
Revelio.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
I feel like this is about to take a dark turn.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
Alright, chat. I had a blast. I want to thank PNW. Thanks for keeping me company, and thank you to all the lurkers just hanging out. It's time for this guy to check out and go to bed, take the dogs out. So, I'm hoping I'll be back on Sunday. Maybe I'll be on Twitch this time. So just keep a lookout on notifications, chat. Once again, thank you all. I'm exhausted, but I had a blast. I'll talk to you guys later, and PNW, thanks again, bro. Please have a good day. Take care, glad to hang out tonight. Catch you later. Yeah. Peace, everyone. Thanks again.